Hello losers! I'm Coral, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with the books I have acquired throughout March. So let's see, first I'll start out with some of the vintage titles I picked up this month. I was really excited to find a copy of The Long Dark Night by David Fisher, which is a killer dog book. You might recognize it from the reprint of it, the pack, which was, I believe, what it was originally called, and then it was remarketed as The Long Dark Night. I believe that there was a movie based on it, so I'm not sure if that was the reason, if the movie was called The Long Dark Night and that's why they started printing it with that title or what, but you know, I'm a completionist. I like to have all the things. And this cover is excellent anyway, so stoked to find a copy of that. We love a killer dog book. Then for a fucking dollar, I think it was $1, I found Crooked Tree by Robert C. Wilson. The cover is a little bit, you can see the little peekaboo here. It must have gotten smushed. It must have gotten smushed or something, but look at that motherfucking step back art. Grizzly woman eating some dude. I love it. We love it. We love it. Good for her. Really good for her novel. Actually, I don't think so. I think this is more like a ancient evil coming back to kill people type of a thing. It seems like it might be somewhat nature centered. I mean, it's called Crooked Tree, right? So what more do you want from me? And then I was so excited to find, and it's really kind of ironic because I saw these two online being sold, right? Just these two. It's the Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers in these editions. And it was like, oh my gosh, I've been holding on to this copy of Return of the King for so fucking long just because I really love the cover and shit, right? So how funny is it to have found 1 and 2 when I have had 3 waiting for literally fucking years. Before we bought our house, it's gotta be I've had this for probably 9 years, I feel like. Even though I have other copies of the Lord of the Rings books. Just really, I love these editions, and now here they are. Here's Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers. I just love the artwork and these weird bright colors on them. But yeah, so got the fucking set. So excited, so excited. And I also found a copy of a book I've been looking for a while. This is Perfect Victim by Christine McGuire and Carla Norton. This is about a case that took place in 1977. Where a young woman was kidnapped and she was held in this box under this dude's bed for years. I think the back of the book said 7 fucking years. And his wife knew about it. And she, spent a lot of her time in a box under the bed, like a coffin, right? Imagine a box that would fit underneath a fucking bed. Ugh, I can't. Terrible. So I'm excited to read this. Seems like it's gonna be a bad time. Then I found a copy of Bad Astronauts by Grady Hendrix, which is a novella he wrote some time ago. And, I just want to have all those fucking books. This is about an astronaut who's stranded up in space, and his cousin decides to build a space shuttle to go rescue him. It sounds just ridiculous and strange, and I love shit that takes place in space. So here it fucking is for me. I also bought a copy of this new release book. This is Pinata by Leopoldo Gaut. I have been looking forward to this book since early 2022. I think it had a 2022 publication date at first and ended up getting pushed back until this year. So I have been waiting for this for so long. It's touted as I don't remember what it was, Hereditary meets something, and it's you just have to have the word hereditary in it, and I want it, I need it. So this is a possession story. It's about a woman who is in charge of overseeing renovations on an abbey in Mexico, right? They're it's not an abbey anymore, and they're renovating the building and turning it into something else, right? I can't remember if it's a house, if it's a hotel, Anyways, something happens with the construction and it has to stop. So she goes home with her daughters who had been in Mexico with her. And one of her daughters starts acting really strangely once they get home. Oh, holy shit. Like, I cannot fucking wait to read this. I can't wait. And the cover is so... I don't know what's going on here. It's like this spiky skulled skeleton is coming out of like a fucking moth. I don't know. Or if it's maybe something like a headdress. Because the outfit seems like it might be from some sort of like indigenous Mexican tribe maybe, or something like that. So I want to know so much about this. I need to know so much about this. I cannot wait to fucking read this. It's just, I hope it's everything I expect it to be. I also found this strange hardcover copy of Song of Kali by Dan Simmons at like my local library book sale. You better fucking believe I like grabbed it. Fucking throwing elbows at the elderly people there. That place is fucking packed. It was wild. I mean, good for the library and shit, but I'm so glad that none of those old fucks grabbed this book before I could get to it. Just kidding. I do love certain older people, and I'm sure your old people are great, but some old people are so fucking rude. Anyway, this is about a guy who is in he's in Calcutta and he's looking for a poet who has not been seen in years. They're rumored to be dead, and this dude finds out that he is indeed sort of dead, but he's been brought back to life from the dead by this like cult, and I'm assuming they worship the god of the dead, Kali or something like that. So yeah, I mean, just this cover is so... I don't think I've seen this before. It is fucking rad. I love the cover of that book. Then also at my library book sale, I found For Your Own Good by Samantha Downing. I really loved her first book, My Lovely Wife. I really didn't care for her second book. I can't remember what it was called. And so I'm hoping that this one's good. It seems weird. It's like a teacher on a campus, and I think he might be murdering people. And I think he has like some sort of moral compass about it, right? Like for your own good, like he's teaching them a lesson. And I just want to know more about it. I also picked up Watching You by Lisa Jewell. I have no fucking idea what this is about. I mean, the synopsis is very vague, which I appreciate. Basically it just says like, there's this town and someone's been murdered, and like, usually there aren't murders there, which is like most towns, right? So we'll get into it, we'll read it, we'll like it. And then finally, I have a couple books that came in subscription boxes this month. This one is Clawheart Mountain by David Opegard. This came in my Twisted Retreat box for the month. It is such a fucking beautiful edition of this book. I will leave a link to my unboxing video if you'd care to watch that. I'm not gonna go through the synopsis. And then in the Night Rooms package for this month, we received Mothered by Zoya Stage and The Spite House by Johnny Compton. I'll also leave a link to that so you might watch it. I'd love to know always if you've read any of these and what you thought about them, what you were excited to pick up this month. That's it for you today though. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.